So you've been playing Bannerlord for the past couple of weeks since its launch, and now you are looking for a new campaign to start. Well, this is the perfect mod for that. It will take you away from Calradia and bring you to the glorious places of Europe. Yes, Lemmy's Europe map has now gone ahead and been updated for 1.0 and is of course on the Steam Workshop. I'll leave a link to that down below. The only other mod you need is Harmony, which I'll link, and I'll also show you my load order right now. It's super easy to go ahead and do, so definitely go ahead and get stuck in. As I said, this map is now been updated for 1.0, however it has not received its brand new update that is coming hopefully in the next couple of weeks, maybe in the next month or so, which is going to really expand out all over here into the east, but you can see it really coming together. But yeah, as I said, this mod goes ahead and brings Europe into Bannerlord and basically goes ahead and replaces a ton of the factions. So of course you have the Southern Romans down in Italy. Over here in Africa we have the forces of the Azurai. Spain is currently conquered by the Northern Empire. We have the Western Empire, and then up here we have the Northern Empire in the German lands. Valandia are taking up residence in France. Britannia are in the British Isles, and of course we have the glorious Sturgeons up here in Scandinavia, and the Kuzites off into the east. As I did mention though, that there is going to be an update to this mod later down the line, which is going to be looking to expand out the map. I believe the first update is going to add in settlements all the way over here, basically expanding the Azurai territory into the parts of Egypt and also up in the Middle East here as well. So yeah, basically it's going to be called the Ayyubid Sultanate update, and it's going to basically bring all these settlements out here. You can really start to see the detail of these areas being filled in and looking very good. We even have the pyramid set up here as well, and yeah, they look great. Obviously the Nile down there, kind of breaching down bridges across here, the Straits of Alexandria, etc. So that's going to be the next update right there, but of course this map is completely playable as of right now. The map also has a bunch of kind of cool features scattered throughout of it, and there's lots of different interesting landmarks that you'll be able to discover, and that's not even one of the best parts of the mod. The mod does have a fully functioning naval system, so you're going to be able to go to any town or port that the settlements have, and you can kind of identify them by this little flag right here, or if it's just a port town, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can go to the port, you can go ahead and talk to these shipwrights, and you can see the ships for sale. You can actually buy these ships, which is really cool. And also you can mass your fleets. You can talk to a harbor master and actually take trips. So for example, in the early game, if you can't afford your own ships, you can actually go ahead and just kind of traverse this way, which makes a merchant playstyle actually pretty goddamn fun, because you can do it on the 7 seas and you can basically maneuver your way around. So if, for example, we wanted to buy a ship, we could go ahead and buy, I guess a Hulk would do, and you can actually see the setup of these ships as well. The crew capacity, the troop capacity, meaning that if you want to set sail with this ship, you can only have 45 soldiers, and also the cargo capacity as well. So if I go ahead and add them and I create a new fleet, this will be the Jackie Fish fleet. And then we go ahead and click that, you'll go ahead and see that being created, and now you'll be able to actually set sail, which is really cool. And boom, just like that, we are maneuvering our way off, of course, because we are actually not really well equipped for this. You can see that our actual party speed is heavily reduced. We actually need the soldiers to kind of to meet this. This is a nice little way around the kind of just like buying the best ships and zooming around. So I like that this has been added, and I mean, you know, it just looks amazing. The Alps off in the distance as you're maneuvering your way, you know, kind of through these straits, and it also means you actually set siege as well to a handful of these places. They also have ferry points as well, so again, if I was to go here, I'd be able to pay and cross these areas, which allows the AI to maneuver around here. You also will see, I'm not sure if I'll be able to find any because it's nighttime, but bandits will also roam the 7 seas as well, so you'll be able to kind of, you know, have to be careful on your travels, and it'll be really cool later on down the line. There you go, you've got some looters right here in their small ship. It'll be really cool later on down the line when we're adding kind of more dedicated pirates and other stuff along them lines. They also have specific landing points as well, so if you wanted to go ahead and raid enemy lands, you can do that. Normally you have to go into a port to go ahead and drop off your ship, but again, if you are at war with a faction, you can't really do that. So you can go ahead and utilize these landing points, which will basically just drop off your ship. You'll be able to land your army, and then you'd have to come back here to pick your ship back up, and yeah, do some cool stuff with that. Goes ahead and create some really nice combat again when you're kind of, you know, maneuvering around the ports and taking islands, meeting enemy armies. Unfortunately, again, no naval battles as of yet in the mod, but I'm sure that's something they'll look at later on down the line. There is also a really cool new port system as well to actually go ahead and look at your fleets. But I believe, just reading the Steam stuff, that actually does currently crash the mod, so just be careful with using the keybind. But you can actually manage your fleets by just going into wherever your fleets are docked, go to manage fleets, and you have this really cool setup. You can go ahead and see your fleets, kind of where they are. You can rename them, repair ships as they get damaged. You can also look at this as well, so you actually get to see some of the concepts and get a better idea about how the features of the game works, which is very nice that they've added this so people can kind of read up and just be like, oh, what does the missions do? Okay, when players following a party that is associated with a mission, okay, cool, that's actually good information, which is nice. You can also rename your flagships, and again, just see a bit more about everything, which is cool. And obviously, different places will have different ships as well, which you can experiment with. So that's going to be the Europe map. Definitely worth playing. You get some really amazing battles like in the Alps. You can combine this with other mods as well, so stuff like realistic weather would be a great mod to go ahead and add to this, just because you get like the awesome kind of snowy in the Alps. You get really kind of cool desert sandstorms over in Africa that you can see off into the distance, which just makes it much better. Also, I imagine there will be pretty much any mod that doesn't like dramatically change any locations should really work with this one. So if you want to go ahead and use any troop mods that go ahead and replace, you know, kind of Valandu's troop tree, that should also work. I don't see why it wouldn't. So you can basically create a very exciting experience on this mod, and I definitely recommend it, because there are some beautiful terrains and battles to go ahead and experiment with. So go ahead and have some fun with this one. As I said, I will be covering a lot of the new workshop mods as they get updated for 1.0. So if you guys have any good suggestions on mods you'd like to see on the channel, or kind of me to take another look at, do let me know, and I'll definitely dive in and take a look. So have fun conquering the map of Europe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.